Hello. Happy Monday. Coffee time. Hope you're doing well. Starting my very first cup with some fat, with some butter. Normally I do that with my second cup. Now we're doing it on the first cup. We're going to see what that does. Constant experimentation. Oh, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Monday, May 11th, 2020. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. I sure. From Friday night until Sunday around noon, 1, it literally snowed that entire time. It's insane. Normally, we might get a little bit of snow like first week, maybe first couple days, like a dusting. I mean, sometimes that happens. What we had was a little bit atypical, and it was not fun in it because I've got some trees waiting in the garage to get planted. It's just nuts. I've seen a meme going around on social media, kind of listing off all the ridiculousness that's happened this year. It starts off Australia was on fire, and then Kobe Bryant died, and then. And just in the last week, we've got to add murder hornets and now late season snowstorms, because the snow was, while we didn't have a lot of accumulation here, we did elsewhere in the state. We had some places that got inches. It's crazy. And I'm really happy that I had planted very little. There were some seeds out there that, if I have to plant more seeds, I have to plant more seeds. Not a big deal. But I've got a pile of plants over there that, according to most tables, say, yeah, you could have put those out this weekend. I've learned my lesson. I wait until June. Because even though I'm pretty sure this was the end of the snow, we could very easily have another frost. So other than that, what happened this weekend? I made bagels for the first time, and they were really good. Attended a friend's wedding on Friday. It was a very small wedding, as you might imagine, because of what's going on. And that was pretty great. Nice to see someone who you care about find that person, find the right person. And, all too often, and I'm as guilty of this as anyone, you look around at your life and say, oh, where is that person? I haven't found that person. And sometimes you want to settle. And sometimes you say, this person, yeah, that could work. And then you talk to people who found the right person, and there's never a doubt. They never wonder. They know that they found that person. And that's what I'm waiting for. So, what else? Went for a walk, long walk yesterday. Cleaned up around the house. Yeah, just kind of hung out. There wasn't a lot going on. Oh, Saturday morning when I woke up, because there was snow, heavy wet snow, pulling all the branches down, I went out and I shook everything off, because a couple of years ago I have some big lilac trees in my yard, and lost quite a few branches. Some thick branches too. So I went out and shook those off, and shook off the daffodils that had popped up. And Mother Nature's insane. What's going on today? Oh, before I say anything, let me check something. Hold on. Come on, tablet. You can do it. minutes here. Okay. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just taking a minute. Because this is a big deal. I'm going to show you. Episode 500. I didn't know this was going to make me emotional. Episode 500 is out today. We've done 500 episodes of this show. And to celebrate, we reached out to everyone. I mean, we made an episode about it. We put it out on social media. We reached out to every single guest that has ever been on the show and said, we would like you to send in a video clip answering this question. What would you tell martial artists 100 years from now? And what we have is nearly an hour-long video of those submissions, including some of the biggest names that we've ever had on the show. And I don't even know what to say. There's no intro on it. There's no outro on it. If you listen to it, you're going to miss most of it. Please watch it. It's here on YouTube. We've been doing this show for 5 years. 500 episodes. And I just feel so blessed that I've had the opportunity to meet so many people, to talk to so many people. And who knows what the future holds. We might host a watch party for this tonight on Facebook. I was talking to Leslie about that. I don't know. We'll see. Gabe, yes, the video is on YouTube. And I just checked it. It's publicly available. What I showed on screen, that is the video. So, actually, wait, is that the video? Or is that the audio version? Let me check. Nope, that's the audio version I showed you. How about this one? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Well, I guess I'll fix that after, because it's locked. Julius locked it when he put it up, so I could release it when we wanted to. So the audio's up. I will open up the video after this show. Let me do it right now, so I don't forget. Edit. Come here. Where's the... Come on. What the heck? Why is it not letting me change that? I don't know what the heck's going on, you guys. Alright, I'll have to fix this after. I don't know what's happening. It's set locked. Anyway. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who have helped. Thank you to all of you who have participated. So, I had no idea it would change my life. I had no idea it would change the lives of others. That it, because of that show, friendships would form. I've made so many friends because of this show. And because of this show, it's a result of martial arts radio. Whistlekick Live, which we're trying again tomorrow night. My internet connection's been fixed, we think. We'll find out. That came as a result of Whistlekick Live, of martial arts radio. Martial arts radio is the hub. Everything else that we do circles around it. And now I'm going to switch gears, otherwise I'm going to get emotional again. All right. So as always with this show, with First Cup, if you have a question or a comment, you drop it below, and I respond to it. And that's what we're doing. Here we go. Stupid spamming people leaving comments. And today we got 3 coming in from Frank. As always, thank you to Frank. It isn't the mountains that wear you out. It's the pebble in your shoe. Muhammad Ali. It's true. So often we get bogged down by little stuff. We often look for a perfect situation so we can proceed, and that perfection doesn't exist. Are there things with this show, in even episode 500, that we could have nitpicked? Yeah, absolutely. But is going from 98 to 99% perfect worth putting in hours and hours and hours? Not usually. It's usually better to put in those hours on a completely different project, something new, something else. If you're, let's say you're a white belt, and you're learning how to punch or kick or something for the very first time, do you get bogged down in the minutia of that one technique? No. In fact, the place that I see this the most is in teaching forms. I see people try to teach someone a form, and before that person can even remember the pattern and get through the movements and go from start to finish, the person teaching it's getting really deep on application, or, you know, this move, you got to do this just slightly different. And the person's going, I don't even know what I'm doing yet. It's like trying to explain professional race car driving in a driver's ed class. It's over their heads. It's not worth the time. It's literally wasted. So sometimes when there's a pebble in your shoe, maybe you walk a little slower, or maybe you stop and take the time to pull the pebble out if you can. Sometimes you got to suck it up and keep walking and know, you know what, I'm going to have a blister when I'm done. But you know the only unacceptable response? To stop. You do what you can with what you have where you are. I've met so many people who try to create the perfect situation, the perfect scenario to move forward. There's a group I'm part of that I joined at honestly significant expense around podcasting. And there's still a Facebook group that I participate in from time to time. Mostly I'm just helping others. But people will post a question. You know, I've spent the last 6 months trying to dial in my logo and my show's name and get my intro and outro right. And what do you think? Should I use this microphone, or should I use this slightly different version of this microphone? Which one's going to be more perfect? What you should do is go back 3 months in time and start. Because no matter where you start, you're going to change. You're going to make iterations. Think of the best person that's ever started doing martial arts. They made changes. They didn't do everything perfectly. Focus the energy on the mountain, not the pebble in your shoe. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Bruce Lee. You know, there's this interesting concept in the body, and we all argue about it when it applies to guard positions, hands, where they go. And yes, there are variants that work well for different people. But one of the things that does not work well is to keep your hands up and rock solid. Because the moment you want to move, you're slow. And in the speed program, one of the concepts that we're teaching, and I'm hoping to shoot video for that tomorrow. I know I've been saying that for a week. Things keep getting in the way. Is how to relax, because a tense muscle can't move. So if you take this Bruce Lee quote, someone who's prepared isn't tense, but prepared is prepared. Prepared is aware and a good stance and hands in the right position. It's not, because then you're going to get hit. That doesn't work well. In fact, if you look at a lot of great fighters who fight in some combat sport, whether that's, mixed martial arts or point sparring or kickboxing, and they have to contend with both hands and feet being thrown at them. Right? Boxing is not a good example of this. You will see that hands generally have different angles, and quite often, not all the time, but quite often you will see people with one arm down and one arm up. And the advantage to this arm here is that it can stay pretty relaxed. It doesn't take a lot to keep it balanced. I'm not holding it up, I'm keeping it somewhat relaxed. And that other hand kind of hanging down. I'm relaxed. This is how I spar. That is a shift that's only happened in the last few years as I started working with Bill Wallace and company. Bill Wallace and company. And it's been helpful. What else we got? Next. The true martial artist yields to the weak while withstanding the strong. Ooh. Yields to the weak. What does that mean? Who's weak? Could that be referring to a newer student? Novice student? What might we mean by yielding? Giving them the space to try and to find some opportunity, some success. There are a few things more demoralizing than coming to believe that you have no opportunity, no chance at getting better. And if you have a new white belt spar with a very experienced person, maybe a black belt, and that person goes as hard as they can on them, even just skill-wise, how's that white belt going to feel? Are they going to come back? Probably not. Most people are going to go, this sucks. I'm out. There's a bug dying. Withstand the strong. Fight at your highest level. Stand up for what you believe in. There's a lot of ways you can think of it. But the heart of it is being flexible. Moving up, moving down in the amount of skill and the amount of strength that you're using depending on the situation. You have to adapt to where you're at. I feel like I've been saying this a lot lately. Do what you can with what you have where you're at. If you're working with a younger student, you could, and by younger I mean skill-wise, you could go really hard. But what's your role in that situation? To motivate and educate them. There are times, and it's funny because not everyone gets it. There are times when I spar with a new student and I just I bring it way down, and sometimes they score on me. Okay, my ego can handle that. I don't need to clobber them. They do something right and I miss it, cool. So hey, nice job. What's the job of a martial arts instructor? To help people get better. Ego. Ego sucks. All right. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. I'm gonna go get ready for my day. Headed out to a client's, do some work. I'm gonna post that episode 500 video, make sure that's available for everyone. I'm gonna take the audio. I'm gonna hide the audio because I don't want anybody to watch the audio. I want you to watch the video. The video is so much better. Shout out, as always, thank you to Julius for doing such an amazing job. Julius, as you may know, is our audio engineer, but he's also a very skilled video editor. And once in a while, we get a project where we get to work together on some video, and I enjoy working with him. And he killed it. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you drop some comments or questions below so I can respond to them tomorrow. And I hope if you're new to the show, you will subscribe and turn on notifications because we do this show every weekday at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, take care, everyone. I will see you back here tomorrow. Peace.